Welcome back to CSL TV. And I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day as we head to our fall season. The weather's cooling down for us in the Midwest. But I ain't tripping because Leo season is over with, baby. So it's time to get into the fall of things, you know what I'm saying? Because I love pumpkin, I love apple cider and all that good fall shit, you feel me? But anyway, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, go ahead and hit the share button so you can share me on all your social media, as well as comment down below what caught your interest and just your whole outlook of this video alone. As always, I'm gonna report some bad shit, you know, just to inform and to entertain people of what's going on, as well as I'm gonna try and find some good stuff to inform, entertain, and enlighten someone's day, hopefully. But you know, there's so much negative and bad going on in this world that sometimes they override the positive. But for the positive people like ourselves, we always stay atop of things and try not to let that negative stuff get to us. You know what I'm saying? We don't deal with them negative Nancy's and Dales. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna call negative people, Nancy's and Dales. We're just gonna keep this thing moving. But yeah, it's bad. Today's video is pretty bad, you know. But the show got to keep going. So like I said before, I just hope you guys are okay today. Anything that set you off or threw you out your element, just remember, you can reset yourself. It's not over, you know. Tomorrow's a new day.
This story out of New York City is heartbreaking. This is Shantasia O'Brien, a 17-year-old college student. Last week, she came home to hang out with friends and family over the weekend. But on Friday, while sitting in a car in Queens with two other people, she was shot in the back. Shantasia was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. It was the day before her 18th birthday. It's not entirely clear why or how the shooting occurred, but her mom says it may have been an accident. As of today, there have been more than 30,000 gun deaths this year in the United States. Shantasia's mom wants answers.
If you guys are just hanging out or going to the park, why you needed a gun? If you guys are good boys and there's nothing going on with you guys, why you needed a gun?
On Saturday, police arrested a suspect, a 15-year-old boy. He faces multiple charges, including manslaughter.
Like I said, this is a very sad situation. Mom don't understand, you know, nowadays kids, they might not be raising their kids to go to college and pursue all these dreams and live the best life you have. You know, a lot of people come from broken families, poverty, one parent homes, you know what I'm saying? So it only so many that can stay positive when everything around you is bad, falling apart, you know. And a lot of people don't know how to stay positive during hard times. Now, Mom, I'm sorry for your daughter, but at the same time, her friends probably felt like they needed that gun just because of all the violence that's been going on. You know, New York is a hot spot of people doing crazy stuff. I just did a video of somebody ramming somebody in the car. It was a Toyota RAV4 and fucking a Mercedes E-Class or CL Mercedes, whatever two-door Mercedes that was. But they had guns. They robbed this person for over $20,000 from what the outlet told us. It's just crazy nowadays because there's so much going on. So maybe they felt like they needed that gun for their own protection. Now, it's sad that one of the friends did it and it was possibly an accident. I mean, we don't know the whole motive behind it yet. This is just now being reported, and I'm pretty sure it's still being investigated as we speak. But at the same time, this is a very sad, tragic, you know, situation where she was a college student. Didn't even get to be 18 and experience the fulfillment of college life. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now, this topic right here, you guys, is real sad. I ain't never been a roller coaster or amusement park person like that unless it's an arcade. And I just feel bad for these people who experience a malfunction on these rides when They go super fast. They go very high in the air, and you strapped in, and it's against your how can I say this? It's against your will when something was to go wrong, because you trapped in there. You trapped in that malfunction ride. Now this ride goes up so high it spin everybody around, and I can just imagine that impact those people felt in India when it slammed on the ground really hard, and that just make my back quiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, I cannot imagine how that would feel. I don't do amusement park rides for stuff like this because you never know.
This video from a carnival is terrifying. It all went down at this fair on Sunday night. This drop tower ride slowly climbs up, making its way to the top. Once it reaches its peak, the ride's supposed to slowly descend. But that's not what happened. In an instant, the platform carrying dozens of people plunges 50 feet downward, smashing into the ground. You can see some of the riders get tossed into the air as bystanders try to get out of the way. This all went down in India, and media report there were 30 people on the ride. 16 people were hospitalized, and at least 10 were critically injured. The malfunctioning ride has been blamed on a technical snag, and the carnival has since been shut down. Officials are investigating whether the people in charge had all of their required safety permits and inspections, but the organizers of the carnival allegedly fled the scene.
But at the same time, I understand you do things at your own risk, and this was one of those risks I wouldn't have taken just because of the stuff I see and hear about in the news about these rides now. There's not a lot of rides that I could say malfunction all the time, but when it happens, I would hate to be in the one in that hot seat that can't, be able to get out and protect myself because I'm strapped into something that's malfunctioning. It was a incident a while ago where, a kid was either he was too tall or too big, but the safety of him being on that ride is what caused his death, and that was just really sad. RP to him, but like I said, this is just one of those topics or subjects where I can't do amusement park rides. I'm sorry. So as we kick things off to the next story, the next subject of this video, about 3, 4, 5 teens basically barged their way into someone's home, and that's when things get crazy, as the guy said. And also shout out to these people over here at Notice News, and who else I get my stuff from. There's some great, amazing people. I'm happy that they do their job the way they do it, so I can do my job the way I do it and bring this content to you guys the way I do it. But like I was saying, we about to hear about what happened to these kids. They barged their way in somebody's house, and I guess a whole bunch of shooting or some crazy mess there going on. But let's get it.
This attempted burglary by a couple of teens gone wrong is crazy, and it was all caught on video. Earlier this summer, these 3 guys went up to the front door of this house in Florida. When the owner opens the door, 2 of the guys push him inside the house and attack him, while the 3rd guy posts up outside with a gun. During this scuffle, police say the homeowner grabbed a gun from his waistband but dropped it, and then it was picked up by one of the intruders. Then it gets crazier. The owner of the house runs into another room, grabs an AK-47 style weapon, and starts shooting. The 3 guys all run out, dodging bullets, and speed off in a car driven by a 4th guy. 2 of the burglars are 18 and have been arrested on multiple charges, but the other 2 remain at large. The homeowner who opened fire with a semi-automatic weapon won't face any charges under Florida's Stand Your Ground law.
So from the looks like, he looked like he got motherfucking, I should say the Hulk son, the Black Hulk, because that boy got a muscle head, boy, and his neck thick. But anyway, these dumb kids nowadays throwing their life away. I should just say these teenagers, they all want to be gangbangers. They all want to show and prove how hard they is. I bet half of them probably never left their environment or been outside the state they were born in. So I ask myself, why are these kids throwing their life away, thinking gun violence is the way to be, thinking being negative is the way to be, And we all got to live in this world together. You think everybody will want it to be as best clean as possible. You know, I just don't understand it. But good thing the homeowner not only had his pistol that was on him, he also had a high power rifle where he was able to stop these guys from robbing them. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have turned sour. It could have been all bad if they would have got into his house and did whatever they want to him against his own free will. And that's why I think, you know, a citizen, every person who isn't negative or who doesn't have that bad flow of energy, I think everybody should own a gun. I know they talk about taking guns away from people, but I think nowadays smart people know what to do with guns. I'm a gun owner myself for decades. Never shot nobody. Never even felt like I needed to do something to somebody because I'm not a negative person. I'm not a negative deal. But this is to show you not everybody with the gun die by the gun. And not everybody with a gun is a bad person. So it's a good thing 2 got caught, 2 more to go.